Do you notice how some ordinary everyday guys seem to have an almost supernatural ability to attract potential partners? Despite being average in looks or wealth, they display a certain magnetism that draws people in. The truth is, these irresistibly charming individuals have rare inner qualities that spark primal attraction on a subconscious level. Qualities unrelated to appearances or money, yet capable of making an average guy extraordinarily charming to the opposite sex. These are the surprising traits that defy conventional dating advice to trigger feelings of fascination and desire to be around that person. We are unlocking the 13 secrets of what makes an ordinary man irresistible. 1. Acceptance of one's own flaws. True charm lies in basic self-acceptance, flaws and all. Those at peace with their unusual habits and insecurities exude a magnetic authenticity. They don't spend mental energy masking perceived inadequacies from the world, freeing them to be fully present. By owning their idiosyncrasies without ego defensiveness, the imperfect appears more relatable and approachable. Their humble admission that none of us are flawless allows others to exhale and show up authentically too. This liberating embrace creates an irresistible atmosphere of mutual understanding and connection. 2. Seeking growth, not validation. Many people get stuck because they are addicted to external validation and behaviors that seek praise, which stop them from growing as people. But people who seek knowledge and enlightenment for their own sake, not for the approval of others, give off an unstoppable attraction. These people are always learning, and they are interested in everything from philosophy and psychology to history and art. With each new realization comes an idea that fuels the desire to keep getting better and honestly look at oneself. Being willing to change your mind can be uncomfortable at times, but it shows that your soul is interesting and growing. 3. Compassionate listening. In a distracted world of people desperate to promote themselves, quietly attentive listeners become rare and highly valued. Those focused fully on comprehending another's perspective radiate touching charisma and emotional intelligence. The compassionate listener aims not to respond immediately, but to understand. They ask clarifying questions to ensure clear communication. Making others feel heard and valued is their priority over feeding their own egos. This deep emotional connection makes people feel seen and loved, and it can bring people together, whether they are friends or lovers. The person may feel understood and attached even for the first time of their encounter. Many people want and struggle to find this kind of close listening. 4. Living peacefully and with consistency. There's an undeniable allure to those living a unified life, where their values, words, and actions fully align in harmonious similarity. Society's efforts to live up in a fake way don't affect these people. At their core is the conviction to walk their truth daily without contradiction. They calmly disengage from roles, relationships, or situations, forcing hypocrisy or unethical compromise. While potentially seen as stubborn, skeptics spontaneously sense this principled determination stems from a remarkably centered sense of self. For many drawn to these congruent truth walkers, the irresistibility lies in bearing witness to lives constructed with such unapologetic integrity. Simply being around that courage while feeling imprisoned by white lies and inauthentic masks can be powerfully inspiring. 5. Radiating positive energy. Few qualities are as universally attractive as those radiating palpable positive energy and infectious enthusiasm for life's adventures, big and small. Their joyful, thankful attitude makes you feel good to be around them. These sellers of happiness seem to avoid negativity and resistance to happiness. Instead of dismissively judging the flaws in the world, they accept truth and are delighted about being able to choose how to respond in a constructive way. This rich way of thinking gives them the most power to create or start times of happiness. With this kind of present moment thankfulness, these bright lights can enjoy each day like a child, savoring the pleasures of their senses, being amazed by the wonders of each experience, and laughing heartily at the absurdities of the universe. For people who are stuck in boring duties, seeing people who are genuinely excited about living is one of the most freeing things they can see. 6. Cherishing independence. Individuals who are relentlessly committed to crafting their life's narrative and find comfort in their own company possess an almost paradoxical attractiveness. People who are driven to self-author have an irresistible aura of self-generation around them. This kind of independence isn't caused by not being emotionally available. It comes from a strong sense of self-worth and a tendency to see responsibilities through the lens of one's core values. They are the only ones who can write the parts they play in the connections they build. Instead of relying on others to confirm their identity or help them make decisions, these self-directed writers go on trips by themselves until they find other travelers whose paths line up with theirs. This skill of getting rid of uninteresting subplots hits home with readers who feel stuck on other people's planned paths. 7. Balancing strength and gentleness. While most people stick to strict opposites, there are a few people whose personalities effortlessly combine obvious opposites into an irresistible duality: fierce strength and calm gentleness. These complex people are reassuringly safe tenors and brave protectors, but they are also full of tender kindness. In uncomfortable situations where anger or force might be needed, they skillfully avoid fights by using calming words and friendly greetings. Their calm presence alone is reassuring and soothing. But when they need to protect loved ones or do the right thing, these same mild-mannered souls draw from an almost paradoxical source of firm confidence and fearless resolve. Seeing someone with both deep empathy and strong protectiveness is like seeing enlightened power. 8. Living with gratitude. In a world obsessed with wanting more, an average guy who lives with sincere gratitude for life's simple pleasures stands out as incredibly attractive. His ability to appreciate the ordinary inspires an infectious sense of contentment. The grateful man enjoys the beauty in his everyday life, instead of always looking for the next excitement or thing. He's there for the little miracles that many people don't see or respect, like a warm hug, a beautiful sunset, or a child laughing uncontrollably. Because he is aware he can get more pleasure from fewer things, witnessing bare appreciation for modest gifts elicits hope. If this person can find such humility in life's simplicities, makes him attractive to women. His grateful presence encourages others to pause, inhale deeply, and rediscover fascination in the ordinary. 9. Living in the moment. Many are trapped by regrets about the past or anxieties over the future, but those grounded in the present moment possess effortless charisma. Existing fully now makes them attentive companions. When conversing, their focus is wholly on you, not watching the door or ruminating on other thoughts. This engaged presence has a hypnotic effect, activating your brain's chemical rewards. Their consciousness of the fleeting nature of each moment means not taking small pleasures for granted. They savor experiences more richly. Food tastes better, music sounds sweeter. This appreciation enchants observers to experience life more vividly. 10. Being selective. Whether romantic interests, hobbies, or friends, people effortlessly attract what aligns with the value they place on themselves. Sadly, many struggle with desperation, accepting whatever scraps others offer from neediness. But a person only surrounding themselves with quality knows they don't need to settle. Their natural presence filters out those not measuring up. Being able to walk away communicates they won't be underappreciated. This selectiveness makes hearts race as inner voices ask, what makes them so special? I want to be chosen. Inspiring that thought magnifies interest. Their patience awaiting something extraordinary implies they're worth that effort. 11. Maintaining mystery. No matter how well we think we understand loved ones, some alluring mystery always remains. Predictable people with no unknowns eventually bore those around them, but an enigmatic persona constantly describing itself is endlessly fascinating. These mystical individuals don't feel compelled to explain their every thought or map out future plans in minute detail. A trail of breadcrumbs about core beliefs and dreams is enough to spark curiosity and imagination in others. Crucially, mysterious people relish their privacy and independence at times. This aloofness signals they don't depend on a partner's approval or attention for fulfillment. Loved ones must accept they'll never unveil every layer, forever stoking desire to discover more. 13. Being wisely playful. Flirting, teasing jokes, inside jokes. Playfulness is incredibly bonding and hot. It communicates openness, comfort, expressing affection, an ability to not take things too seriously. These delightful interactions brighten moods and increase intimacy. Beyond verbal jousting, a playful spirit enjoys unexpected adventures and seizing spontaneous moments. These unplanned romps invite partners outside their rigid routines, fostering giddiness like young love rediscovered. Such a free-spirited, unrestrained attitude suggests the person won't suffocate a relationship by demands for constant seriousness or perfect decorum. There's the promise of fun and laughter amidst life's obligations. Every person who seems average has the ability to be charismatic and irresistible. People with the above traits attract friends, romantic partners, and life-enriching events that are almost spiritual. As if by magic, chances and wealth seem to follow these people around. Don't mistake this effortless magnetism as a Hollywood-inspired fantasy. These attractive qualities exist in possible, grounded realities around us daily. The fascination they stimulate in observers is undeniable, triggering a deep wish to enjoy the glow of such extraordinary presence. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.